Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the gymnasium here at Milford High School as Milford TV is happy to present coverage of Scarlet Hawks athletics as boys basketball look to snap a 4-game losing streak against Oliver Ames Tigers. The Tigers, much like Milford, are hungry for a win tonight. They're coming off of back-to-back heartbreaking losses to Foxborough and North Attleboro. Both defeats were by 4 points. Oliver Ames also on a 4-game losing streak, much like the Milford Hawks, so they will look to bounce back tonight. Milford is coming off a 62-50 loss to Foxborough, a game where the Scarlet Hawks led by 3 quarters before they were outscored in the final 8 minutes and lost to the best team in the division. But they will look to bounce back tonight in a very important game against Oliver Ames. We will have the opening tip up next, right here on Milford TV. We have a great crowd here on tap tonight. Friday night game between these two. Milford's crowd is rowdying up, ready to go as we are moments away from the opening tip. Production is brought to you by our camera crew, Joey Marcello and Malcolm Zale. Also our tech director, Rob O'Keefe. And joining me for color commentary, Carl Wilhelm. How's it going, Carl?
Pretty good. Let's hope these two teams can put up more than the 74 points we saw them combined for last time they met earlier this season.
Yeah, chances are that's going to happen because both of these teams are very hungry for a win. Like I said from the beginning, both in the midst of a 4-game losing streak. Milford gets the steal, gets it up to Davila. But Jack Tamani's going to bring it up. Ball swung out to the wing, Davila. Ball ends up back up to Torres, as Torres is waiting to set a play here. Back to Tamani. Tamani will be the one to set the play here, as Milford looks to get on board for their first basket of the night, but they're down to 4 seconds. Down to Kelly for the shot. It's no good, but he gets the offensive rebound and misses the putback. Oliver Ames comes back as they look to tack on their first points of the night. Cardoza takes it to the hoop, but it's deflected, and it looks like they're going to get the ball back. Scarlet Hawks are going to go with the same starting line they went with last game, with Dimitri Torres, Nate Davila, Zach Tamani, Dwight Anderson, and Caden Kelly. Oliver Ames looking for a shot here in the corner. Maroney gets it back. He looks to get a basket here, and he misses. Kelly with the rebound. And up comes Milford. Tamani looking to set someone up here. Kelly comes up for the screen, but he goes the other way. He gets it back in the corner. And Milford will again reset their offense. Torres gets it to Davila. Davila's gonna have to shoot this one.
That's a bad foul right there.
Yeah, that is a gift for Milford as they'll get a new shot clock here and get another chance to tack on their first points of the night.
Both times down the court for Milford, Oliver Ames making them use all of the shot clock and almost had the violation there until the late foul.
And we got another whistle. And it looks like it's going to be a personal foul against Milford, who I'm not sure, but Oliver Ames will get the ball right back. Connor Maroney takes it up for Oliver Ames. Maroney gets it to Cardoza. Cardoza in the paint, gives it to Carter Evan, and he's going to be whistled for a travel.
The offense is struggling here just 2 minutes into the game. We are scoreless.
Tamani brings the ball up for Milford. Milford out to Anderson for 3, and he misses. Oliver Ames gets the rebound here. Maroney can take the ball up. The lefty from Oliver Ames gets it out to Evan. Evan back to Maroney. Maroney uses the screen, but gives it to Evan. Evan inside to Cardoza. Cardoza for the 2 points, of the first 2 points of the night, as Oliver Ames is on board. Well, back comes Torres quickly. Gives it out to Anderson. Anderson heading to the paint. He gets tied up, and then he gets whistled for a travel. And Oliver Ames will get the ball back here as Milford turns the ball over.
Tough call there, but I like the decision. They got to try and penetrate here quickly as both teams struggling to get into the lane.
Maroney brings it up for Oliver Ames. Swings it. Ends up back out to Cardoza. Cardoza ends up back to Kelly for three. He misses. But Oliver Ames grabs the offensive rebound. Evan for three. Evan misses, and here comes the Hawks. Tamani tried to take it right to the hoop.
Good, strong tank, just couldn't finish.
Those are the takes he was doing Tuesday night against Foxborough. That worked out well for him. But he came up short on that one as Oliver Ames is going to get... Oh, it's going to be a foul against Milford, and Oliver Ames is going to get the ball back here. Going to reset out to Charlie Ryan for Oliver Ames. Ryan deep inside, gives it up to Evan. Carter Evan comes up short, and here comes Milford.
Good ball movement in the last possession by Ames, just couldn't finish once they got it down around the free throw line.
Torres takes to the hoop, finds Caden Kelly for the open jumper. Way short as Oliver Ames gets the rebound and comes right back. Ames penetrates. Missed layup by Carter Evan. And here comes Anderson straight down the middle, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
Good call there. Great job by the defender on Ames to plant his 2 feet firmly. Anderson already made up his mind that he was going to take that to the hoop, and Ames recognized it right away.
And Connor Maroney for Oliver Ames was just waiting for him as he was able to get the ball back for Oliver Ames. They're going to come back and try to make it 4-0 about halfway through the first quarter. Ames penetrates. Oh, nice block. Tamani gets to Torres.
Torres could have kicked it out there. Anderson was sitting at the top of the paint, wide open.
The Tamani wants to reset the offense here. Is he going to go around the pick, gets to the hoop, and he will get to the free throw line and take 2 shots.
Looks like we could be seeing another offensive struggle from both these teams, and that whichever team could be more aggressive, I think is going to be able to put more points on the board tonight.
First one is good for Tamani. And so it's the second. Milford ties it up. Here comes Maroney. Maroney gets it to Evan. Evan back to Maroney. Maroney has to go inside here.
Good.
Cardoza, but it's stolen.
Nice play by Van Buzzkick there.
Buzzik is going to give it back out to Tamani. Tamani out to Anderson. Anderson thinking about the 3, but he decides to go inside instead. And he gives it back out. No, he gets it back. And now Torres will take possession here as he's going to look to go to the hoop. Torres drives to the hoop and one.
Good strong take there to get the hoop in the
And
hunt.
now Torres is going to get a chance to complete the 3-point play. An effective drive there for Torres.
Milford needs to do more of that tonight. Just keep driving hard. And again, like I said a few minutes ago, the aggressor is going to win this game tonight.
Torres did a great job of driving to the hoop against Foxborough on Tuesday night. He misses his first free throw. But the rebound's put back up by Tamani. And Milford goes up 6-2 here. We have a steal, but it goes out of bounds. Great hands from Torres as he was able to deflect it, but couldn't grab it before the ball went out of bounds. Oliver Ames trying to break the press here as Milford is being aggressive defensively. Charlie Ryan. Oh, it's stolen. And here comes Anderson. Out to Torres. Torres for three. No good. Here comes Tim Kelly. Gives it back to their point guard, Oliver Maroney. Maroney to Ryan. Ryan's going to try to set something up here for Oliver Ames. Ball's inside, no good. And back comes the Scarlet Hawks. Damani out to Anderson, and Anderson's going to be whistled for.
Started moving those feet.
Was that a travel, or did he step out of bounds? Looks like a personal foul. Only going against Tamani, I believe.
Not sure I saw that one.
And Tamani and Torres are going to take a breather here as Anthony are. And we have another foul here. Anthony Arcuddy going to come in, and so is Shane Cosquet, the sophomore, getting early minutes here for Milford. Oh, drive is up short for Oliver Ames. Gonna get it back out here. Back inside for Evan. Evan has to shoot at the buzzer.
That wasn't actually the buzzer. I think the fans got to him there, but Ames did get the putback.
Yeah, you know what? They tricked me too, because I was wondering. I'm wondering why there wasn't a shot clock violation, because that ball didn't hit any iron.
There was still 20 seconds left in the shot clock, and the fans had us all fooled.
Great trick by them. As he forced a shot up here, Anderson on top of the key. Out to Cosquet. And they're not joking this time. He's down to 6 seconds here. Cosquet out to Anderson. Anderson have to shoot this. He does with the floater, and it's good. Dwight Anderson gets on the board here.
Great block by Anderson over the top.
And makes a defensive play on the other end.
Tough in that situation. Sometimes you end up pulling down in the back of the head or the shoulders. Anderson does a good job to make sure he gets nothing but the ball.
And Caden Kelly will take a breather here as Coach Seaver continues to go deep in his bench here. The back out to Masek. Masek. Nice jumper from Van Buesrick.
Buzzkirk almost lost handle, but then quickly regathered his feet and got
back comes Oliver Ames, but it's quickly stolen back.
Got to get a shot off here, 2 seconds.
Anthony Arcudi gives it out to Alex Masek at the buzzer. And that's how they end the first quarter here, as Milford is up by 6 points here. They lead 10-4 at the end of the first quarter. And in a back and forth first quarter, Milford is going to take a 6-point lead into the second quarter. Carl, what's your take for the first 8 minutes here?
First 4 minutes of that half were really kind of slow paced, but then Milford stepped up the intensity. And again, like I said, I think if Milford keeps up that aggressive pace, they're going to come out on top in this game. And honestly, I don't even think the foul count will matter. I would be as aggressive as possible moving forward, force those turnovers, and if a couple fouls come along the way, I think you're still going to win this basketball game by double digits.
We will step aside here and be right back with the second quarter right here on Milford TV. And we are back here at Milford High School as this crowd is fired up because their Milford Scarlet Hawks are up by 6, 10-4 against Oliver Ames as we head into the second quarter.
Really strong crowd tonight. Everybody's on their feet, and there were rockets during that timeout between the first and second quarter.
Cardoza makes a drive to the hoop for the Tigers, and he will get to the line.
I don't really see much from Ames from the outside. I might go to a zone against this team and see if they can shoot. All their points are in the paint so far.
Nate DeVille is going to check back in. As Van Buskirk's going to take a breather. For Milford and Oliver Ames gets the free throw here. He makes both of them to cut the lead to 4. Cosquet setting the play here. This is DeVilla. DeVilla back out. Pass out to Arcudi. Wasn't necessarily ready for that. Ends up in Anderson's hand, top of the key. It's DeVilla. DeVilla ends up in Anderson's hand down low, and he gets the layup. Fought for position inside, and was able to score 2. Great move by Anderson.
The more you can get the ball in Anderson's hand tonight, I think the better off Milford's going to be. I don't see anybody on the court so far as good as Anderson.
We got a steal. And he's whistled for a travel. So the ball's going to go right back to Oliver Ames.
Tough call when you get into those situations when you're rolling around fighting for the ball. As soon as you get possession, sometimes as long as you have the timeouts, coaches like you to take that timeout.
And Zach Tamani is going to get back into this game. As the sophomore Shane Cosquet is going to take a break. Had early minutes there in the first quarter, but he's going to take a seat here. Charlie Ryan, they're going to go inside here to Connor Maroney, but he's whistled for a travel.
Really good job by Milford there, all over the ball handlers. No matter who had the ball, they were right in their face. And I think when we saw that press in the first half, if they score here, I'd like to see them go back to that full court. They had that, really got them this 6-point lead.
Maroney, who's the starting point guard for the Tigers, is doing a valid effort of trying to get the post-up moves inside. That's a part of his game that Milford has done a good job defending. Zach Tamani has 7 seconds here. He's going to give it to Nate DeVilla, who drives, pulls up for the jumper, and gets it.
Nice shot there by DeVilla. Another time when Milford's under 10 seconds on the shot clock and coming away with points.
Nick Welsh with the stutter step. Passes it to Mahoney, and then gets it right back down low.
Great look inside.
Nick Welsh gets the layup. Zach Tamani going to get it out to Anderson. Anderson going to shoot a 3. He does like that spot, but this time it's no good as Oliver Ames going to grab the rebound. Anderson almost gets it back. But Milford ends up with it. DeVilla misses a 3-pointer, and back comes Oliver Ames. Drive from Dylan Mahoney, loses possession. But they're going to regain possession here and get a fresh shot clock. The 3-pointer from Nick Welsh, and he scored 5 straight points for Oliver Ames to trim the lead down to 11. But back comes Zach Tamani. He's going to get 2 free throws.
Good, strong take there by Tamani. I like that a lot. After giving up the 3-pointer, says, I'm just going to come back and take this into the lane to try and get us to be the aggressor once again and get the points.
Milford not letting Oliver Ames settle into the defense. They come right back, and now they have a chance to add on to their lead here with 5:08 left to go. And he gets the first one. Handful of substitutions here as we see Anderson and Arcudi head to the bench. Caden Kelly will check back in. And Alex Masek is on the floor for Milford. A rebound by Kelly, gets it right back to Tamani, who just came from shooting free throws. Gets right into the spot for the layup and adds on to this lead. Milford's up 17-11 with 5 minutes left to go in the first half.
I don't mind the foul right there from Tamani. I like the pressure again by Milford after getting those 2 points to put the pressure back on Ames trying to bring the ball up court.
It gives Milford a chance to settle in here defensively. He's going to look for a stop. And we have a travel called against Oliver Ames. Carter Evan took too many steps in the corner.
I really want Milford to dictate the pace of play here as we move forward in this half. If you look at Oliver Ames over the season, they've won games low scoring, they've won games high scoring, they've lost games high scoring. So if Milford can dictate the pace of play, I think they're better off.
Mike Graziano whistled for the foul. Davila gets it out to Torres. Torres trying to get to the hoop there. He's going to be called for a carry violation.
It's a tough call.
It is. You know, it's like it's controversial. You don't know when they're going to call it and when they're going to let it slide. And this time they decided to call it against Milford, against Torres. Back comes Maroney. Maroney gives it out to Nick Welch. Nick Welch back to Maroney. Maroney goes inside to Cardoza, and Cardoza gets two.
Cardoza with a great spin move there, totally had Milford fooled.
Oh, great play by Caden Kelly as he misses the layup though, but great screen as Oliver Ames comes right back. Jump shot is no good. Rebound from Tamani, and Tamani threw the pass off of one of his defenders, so Milford's gonna get the ball back here.
And they had the numbers on that. All they had to do was get the ball across half court, and that was an easy 2 points.
Tamani to Kelly. Kelly ends up to Masek's hand. Masek gives up the ball before falling to the floor as Milford is going to try to reset their offense.
Shot clock back under 10.
Tamani gives it to Davila. Davila to Kelly. Back to Tamani for three. And he sticks it.
Big shot by Tamani.
Opening up a 7-point lead. Milford's biggest lead of the night.
Here comes the press again. I like it.
Evan going to give it back to the point guard. Connor Maroney is going to try to drive. Maroney kicks it out. And Nick Welsh nearly gets the three to fall. And it's going to go out of bounds. Possession back to Milford. Alex Masek's going to take a seat as Anderson checks back in. He's going to finish off the final 3 minutes here of the first half. And Milford's up 20-13. Tamani to Anderson, the top of the key. Anderson taken to the hoop, takes the jumper and gets it.
Great play by Anderson.
Anderson checks right in and gets 2 more points for Milford. But back comes Oliver Ames. Cardoza is going to be whistled for a travel before this layup. The ball going to be right back to Milford's hand. There's been a lot of turnovers made in this first half.
Cardoza felt the pressure of 2 high-flying Scarlet Hawks coming right over the top.
2:30 left to go in the first half here as Milford's going to look for their first double-digit lead. Davila back out to Torres. Torres gets it to Tamani. Tamani taking his time here as Milford has 13 seconds to get a shot off here, but he's going to take it to the hoop. And nearly gets the layup. Couldn't get it to fall down. And back comes Maroney. And Maroney is fouled. Going to go against Tamani here. And that's going to put Milford in the penalty.
Tamani is at his 2nd or 3rd foul now. He'll be checking out of this game.
And just like that, Shane, the sophomore, Shane Koska is going to check right back in here. But Tamani sees himself in foul trouble.
Tamani's had himself a great first half, but on both ends of the ball, he's been very aggressive here tonight.
Done a good job leading the offense. Well, Milford's going to get the ball back here after the missed free throw. Koska. Davila back to Koska. Koskett hands it off to Torres. Torres heads inside. Back to Davila. Davila drives to the hoop and gets, no, he doesn't get the layup. I keep getting ahead of myself here. And back comes Oliver Ames. Maroney dishes it out inside to Carter Evan.
Both Milford defenders seemed to go the opposite way of the basketball there, trying to predict what was going to happen on the breakout there from Oliver Ames. Both players were wrong.
Torres going to take a three here. No good, and Oliver Ames has already snapped Milford's run, and they're going to try to add on to it before halftime. Inside to Maroney, but he gets whistled for a travel. Oliver Ames continues to make costly turnovers here.
I think they got their passports stamped today. They've been traveling a lot tonight.
That's exactly the case. Giving Milford more chances to add on to their lead here as they're up by 7. And right after I say something about Oliver Ames committing turnovers, Milford turns the ball over. And now Oliver Ames has a chance to.
These officials are really watching those screens tonight, and if you slide just a little bit, they're calling you for a block. So I think that's something that needs to be discussed at the half for Milford when they have the ball offensively.
Dylan Mahoney going to get it to Tim Kelly. No good, but rebound by Nick Welsh. Back out to Kelly. Kelly gives it out to Mahoney. Mahoney gets himself in the corner, and it's deflected, but deflected right into the crowd. I don't know if you saw
that there. I think it was Mahoney dribbling to his left, appeared to tuck the basketball tight against his hip, but then continue his dribble. But on the other end, Milford was called for carrying the ball. Not sure the calls are going both ways.
.6 seconds here. Oliver Ames has the ball. Nick Welsh going to dish it out to the corner. No good, but they have the offensive rebound, and we have a jump ball called.
It's going to go to the direction of the Milford Scarlet Hawks.
Graziano had a good look at a three there. That would have trimmed the lead down to 5, or down to 4, excuse me. Instead, Milford would have a chance to add on. Masek out to Anderson. Ends up into Torres' hands. He drives to the hoop, but he's going to be whistled for a travel.
Took the ball and ran with it. Forgot he's got to put it down.
And that turnover is going to bring in Jack DeSantis, as he checks in for the first time tonight for Dimitri Torres. Shot clock is turned off here as Oliver Ames has a chance to score one more field goal before halftime. Drive. Whistle for the foul. Nick Welsh was fouled going to the hoop, and he's going to get to the free throw line.
Tough call. I thought he held himself in the paint there pretty well with his arms straight up. I don't know if the foul came from the side with a hold or.
I believe it was on Alex Masek. Nick Welsh makes the first one, as Torres is going to check in along with Nate Davila. Shane Kosek is going to check out, and so is Alex Masek. Two for two from the free throw line is Nick Welsh. 2 seconds left here. No good, as Tamani tried to make the three at the buzzer. And just like that, it is 22-17 at the half. Milford with a 5-point lead. And they will take that lead into halftime. Carl, what do you think Milford needs to do to pull away here from Oliver Ames? As Oliver Ames continues to linger and stay on the heels of the Milford Scarlet Hawks.
There really hasn't been any consistent play either way, sort of stagnant offenses on both sides of the ball. I think Milford really just needs to take control of this game, and Tamani checking out there I think actually had a factor in the last few minutes. They had a chance to break it open to double digits. I think if Tamani's out there, you get that lead, but with 3 fouls, you got to take a seat. So the second half, keep Tamani out of foul trouble, continue to be the aggressor, stay home on defense, and you got yourself an easy W.
And we're going to step aside here at the half. 22-17, Milford leads Oliver Ames. We'll be back with second half action right after this quick break. Back with second half action. As the Milford Scarlet Hawks will look to pull away here. They have a 5-point lead at halftime going into the second half here, and Oliver Ames will certainly readjust. So we'll see how they look.
From what I've seen so far, when Milford has been able to play up-tempo on offense and pressure on defense, that's when they had that run that got them that 6-point lead at the end of the first quarter. If they can do that again here in the second half, this is an easy win.
Connor Maroney uses the pick. Gets this to Evan. Evan back to Maroney. He's going to go inside to Cardoza, where he's gone to before. And Cardoza misses the layup. He looks for the rebound. And I think we're going to have a jump ball here.
Cardoza loves that circle button. Once again in the lane with the spin move. Couldn't finish on that one.
He's making the right moves. Just sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't. And it looks like Oliver Ames is going to continue to try to go inside of him. Here comes Zach Tamani. Facilitating the floor. Out to Anderson. Anderson trying to get it to Kelly here, but it's picked off by Cardoza, and this time he'll make the layup. Driving layup for Cardoza. He claps his hand on the way back, and Oliver Ames cuts their lead down to 3. Anderson to Torres. Torres going to use Anderson's screen, go around the corner.
Called for it again. He's doing this little skip hop dribble, and that's when he's getting called for picking the ball up.
And just like that, he's going to take a seat here.
Someone needs to tell him only LeBron James can perform.
Only he gets away with that, right?
Yeah.
Anthony Arcudi is going to get right back in here early in the second half. And here comes Oliver Ames. Charlie Ryan gets it back to the point guard, Maroney. Maroney out to Evan. Evan inside again to Cardoza. And this time it's a foul. And it looks like the foul is going to be called on Masek. Tamani had his hands on his head, worried that he was going to be whistled for another foul. It would have put him back into foul trouble. But Oliver Ames gets a layup here as Carter Evan converts to one. But back on the other end, Milford for 3, miss. Cannot get the rebound back. And now Oliver Ames has a chance to grab a lead here in the second half.
Great timeout call there.
And for good reason, Paul Seaver is going to call a timeout here for Milford and regroup his club.
Really seems like Oliver Ames has come out with a little bit more intensity here in the second half, while Milford still kind of asleep at the wheel.
Oliver Ames hasn't had a solid lead throughout this game, and now they have a chance to grab one here in the second half.
I think their largest lead was 2, right?
2 points, right in the beginning. A 2-0 lead is their only lead of the night. Because Milford was able to grab a 6-point lead in that first quarter. But now, it's a much different story here as Oliver Ames went on a run right out of the gate from halftime and have a chance to grab the first lead since the early first quarter. But Milford's going to add the press here as they look to force a turnover. But Maroney's going right down the middle, loses control of the ball, and he loses it eventually. But we have a foul called, and it's going to be against Oliver Ames.
I like the decision coming out of the timeout there to turn back up the intensity from the Scarlet Hawks.
Sean Cardoza's whistle for the foul in the fast break transition play for Milford. And now Milford's going to have to set their offense in the half court. Tamani uses the pick from Kelly. Fakes it from Kelly. Misses the layup here as Milford is still scoreless in the second half. And Oliver Ames has grabbed the lead here as Carter Evan gets the layup on the fast break. 23-22.
Oliver Ames has made it a point to pick up the tempo here in the second half and seems to be working.
Milford swinging the ball here, looking for a great shot. Tamani crosses over, pulls up, and misses the two. Rebound by Evan. Evan back to Maroney. Maroney in the corner. He's going to end up in Cardozo's hand. Back out to Maroney. Back to Evan. Evan drives to the hoop, and he's going to get to the free throw line. Carter Evan with a strong drive from the left side. Misses the layup attempt, but now he has a chance to add on to the lead here as Oliver Ames can grab a three-point lead here early in the third quarter. Dwight Anderson and Dimitri Torres waiting to check in here as Carter Evan misses the first one. Arcudi and Caden Kelly are going to have a seat.
Looks like they're having a beach party in the jungle tonight. Not sure if you saw the student section up there.
Yeah, that looks like that's a theme here. I see people dressed up walking past our broadcast table here. And Carter Evans going to get the second one. And Arcudi is going to be actually checked right back in. He's going to come in for Nate Davila. And he gets the ball at the top of the key. Arcudi inside. And he's going to get the and one. Or a chance for the and one, I should say. Alex Masek executing the pick and roll to perfection. He's going to get a chance for complete a three-point play. So Milford gets their first two of the second half. And with the game tied up, can regain the lead here. And he misses the free throw. Looks like we have a lane violation called as someone from Milford jumped in there too early. So the game remains tied. 5:27, 5:26, 5:25 left in the third quarter. Carter Evan takes it right to the hoop from the right side. And now Oliver Ames is up by two. Zach Tamani. Out to Anderson. Anderson. Out to Arcudi. Arcudi going to give it in. And we have a travel. Zach Tamani called for the travel.
Milford trying to compete with the frequent flyer miles that Oliver Ames picked up in the first half.
It's not the kind of competition you want to get into. I don't know why they want to challenge Oliver Ames to a traveling competition here. Carter Evan. Back out to the point guard, Connor Maroney. Maroney back to Evan. Evan's going to try to go inside here against Anthony. Excuse me, Dwight Anderson. Anderson, and looks like he's going to be whistled for a foul. So Oliver Ames making an effort here to get themselves to the free throw line, and it's worked so far in the second half. As Carter Evans going to get two free throws here, and he makes the first.
Carter Evan having himself a second half or a third quarter here so far.
Dylan Mahoney's waiting to check in here for Oliver Ames as he takes a knee at the scores table. And he's going to come in for Sean Cardozo. So it looks like Oliver Ames is continuing to add size here as Cardozo takes a seat. And the junior Dylan Mahoney Checks in, but we have a rebound. Oliver Ames going to get the ball back here. And nearly got a 3. Putback is no good. Milford will grab the ball. Look to score here in transition. Tamani taking him straight to the hoop. Doesn't get the layup, but he's going to get 2 free throws instead. That's
what you got to do, though, and that's Tamani's presence here tonight has been driving hard and getting the Scarlet Hawks offense back on track.
Well, when shots aren't falling, that is the best way to get your offense going here. And the best example tonight would be Oliver Ames, because that's what they've been doing throughout this third quarter. Getting themselves to the free throw line. And just like that, they have a 3-point lead. Tamani gets the first one. Two for 2.
Tamani now 5 of 6 from the free throw line tonight.
Yes, he's shooting the ball really well from the charity stripe. There's Oliver Ames. Oh, that's a tough call. That is a tough call. He deflected. Tamani, with his hands on his head, he does not agree with the call, and I don't blame him. He had his hand on the ball.
And pay attention when Maroney dribbles here tonight. He really cups the ball back tight against his head.
Right. And if you were to, well, I should, maybe not you, but if the referee were to see the direction of the ball, you could tell that Tamani had all balls. He deflected it right out of bounds, but instead he's whistled for a foul. And now that he's in foul trouble, he's going to take a seat. Maroney going to drive to the hoop against 2 defenders here, and he's going to lose control of the ball.
That's really a tough call there for the Hawks.
Excuse me, it was deflected, so he's going to get the ball back here and inbound right underneath the Tigers basket. They have 21 seconds here. Plenty of time. Jump shot, no good. Alex makes that, grabs the rebound, gets into the hands of Torres. Torres to the hoop.
Good take.
And he gets the layup.
There you go, turn up the intensity.
With the quick layup, but just like that, Oliver Ames responds right underneath the hoop as Tim Kelly gets a layup of his own. 29-28, Oliver Ames with the 1-point lead here in a back and forth battle in the third quarter. Masek to Torres, Torres to Anderson. Anderson gonna shoot the 3. He likes it from there, and he makes it. Bang! Now, Anderson with the big 3 puts his team up by 2. And now he's battling down low, and he's been in a tough
on the floor.
Tough battle against Oliver Ames' Carter Evans. Carter Evans has had a huge third quarter. But fortunately, the layup is going to be waved off, and
it was definitely on the floor before the second attempt.
They're going to say that exactly that it was on the floor.
Great inbounds play, Carter Evans. Someone's got to stop him here in the second half.
And Milford defense, it looked like they weren't set there. Carter Evans got an easy 2 right in front of the hoop.
Carter Evans now has 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's been huge. Anderson looking to respond here, loses his dribble, gets it inside. The sophomore misses the layup, Sean Cosquet. And back comes Maroney. Maroney's called for the offensive foul.
May have dipped his shoulder a little bit, and we got an injury.
Cosquet is grabbing his left wrist. After he missed the layup here, it cost him. It looks like he's really hurt right now. He's going to go see the trainer.
Does not look good the way he's holding his wrist.
No, it doesn't. That does not look good. We have a clear view here from the broadcast table, and luckily he's going to be all right, but there's a good chance we won't see him for the rest of the night.
Unlike the NFL, we do not have 37 cameras here, so we're going to avoid any close-ups of that one right now.
And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, that's probably the best thing. Milford on the inbound here. Jack DeSantis is going to check in. Torres has his layup blocked, and here comes Oliver Ames. In transition, back to. He loses control. Carter Evans going to have to throw it back outside, and we have a travel call against Tim Kelly. Carter Evans got the ball right underneath the hoop where he likes it, where he's been scoring, where he's been most effective throughout this third quarter. But Milford double teamed Evan and ended up
pretty sure Oliver Ames has priority boarding on Southwest. They're on the A list for sure.
I could use some of those freaker fire miles. Foul called.
Well, hopefully Milford can send them packing tonight, but this game is very close here, late stages of the third quarter.
Both teams are up to 5 fouls here in the third quarter, so won't be any free throws. Mike Graziano's going to check back in for Oliver Ames. Going to come in for Dylan Mahoney. Milford looking to score here, and they do.
Did not like the shot, but it dropped, so big 2 points for Milford.
Jack DeSantis, who got a couple minutes before the halftime, comes right back in, and he scores 2 for Milford. And
big
Oliver Ames with a huge 3 from Mike Graziano, who just checked in himself. And puts Oliver Ames back up by 1, but here comes Milford. DeSantis is going to get whistled for a travel here, and he did it. He is guilty. I saw that one, my own 2 eyes, right in front of me here. And another turnover for Milford.
Buzz Kirk just checked back into the game for Arcudi.
Coach Seaver going a little bit deeper into his bench tonight. Giving everyone a little bit of playing time here. Nick Wells gives it out to Tim Kelly, who misses it, but gets the rebound, goes back inside. He doesn't get the 2, but he'll get to the line and get 2 free throws. So the Tigers have been committing their handful of turnovers, but they've also been getting themselves to the free throw line. They'll get 2 more. Tim Kelly misses the first one. And Carter Evan, who didn't sit out for long, is going to check right back in for Connor Maroney. Carter Evan has been a problem, so to speak, for Milford in this second half.
Violation, no basket on the second free throw.
Looks like we have another lane violation. This time it's against Oliver Ames. Coach Don Bryan doesn't seem to agree. Or excuse me, Don Byron. But here comes Milford.
Milford's struggling just a little bit in that half-court set.
Another turnover. Seems like the majority of their points seem to come in transition.
It's been what they've been attacking. Attack the ball, steal it, get points in transition, go to the basket.
Here comes Nick Welsh. Gets it back inside, goes into Cardoza, and he gets 2. One of their go-to guys down low is certainly Cardoza, and he gets 2 points fresh off the bench. DeSantis nearly loses the possession here. Torres uses the screen from Anderson. Back to Anderson. He's going to make a move here. No, he shoots a 3 instead and makes it.
Big 3 from Anderson to tie this game up with just 30 seconds to go in the third.
Dwight Anderson, his second 3-pointer of the third quarter. And with 26 seconds left, this game's all tied up. Rebound, Masek.
Hold it, hold it, hold it.
Out to Torres. Torres looking to push it here, but Coach Seaver has other plans. He tells him to pull it back out. 10 seconds to go here, 36-36. Milford looking for the final shot here.
Find Anderson.
Buskirk is fouled, and it's going to go against Mike Graziano. Coach Byron is stomping his feet and barking at the referee right now about that call, but luckily for his sake, there will be no free throws here. 3.3 seconds left to go. Inside to Buskirk.
He got grabbed on the shoulder trying to get that shot off from the outside shoulder by the left hand of Oliver Ames.
But no foul is called as we are all tied up here at the end of 3. 36-36, only 8 minutes left to go here. We will be right back with the fourth quarter on Milford TV. Back with the fourth quarter here on Milford TV as this crowd is getting rowdy on a Friday night. Carl, you ready for this fourth quarter or what?
Hey, we should have just played one. We're all tied up.
And we will start over, I guess, here as a tie game here, 36-36 in the fourth quarter, 8 minutes left.
Next foul, both teams are in the bonus.
I think we're going to be in for a nail-biter here. Three-pointer is off the mark. Torres gets the rebound, and he's off. Torres, he will pull it back out and look for something better here. As Tamani's going to shoot a three. No good. Rebound by Cardoza, and here comes Oliver Ames. Oliver Ames back to their go-to guy the second half. And Carter Evan is going to get a chance to complete a three-point play as he wastes no time to take it right back to the hoop, which is what he's done throughout the entire third quarter. Been a force for Oliver Ames.
Carter Evan, no points in the first half, 10 points in the second half, looking for 11 here at the line.
10 points all in the third quarter here. Carter Evan, the difference maker for Oliver Ames. Completes the three-point play. And Oliver Ames going to extend their defense here. They're in a full court press. But Tamani's going to break right through. Torres calling for it, but to Tamani, he's going to signal for. He's going to go to the left side to Anderson. Anderson with the spin move.
Good take.
Left-handed layup, and it looks like he's going to be called for a travel.
Thought they got a foul with the body, which forced him to travel.
I thought it was a foul call, too. It looks like we're both wrong. Oliver Ames going back inside to one of their inside guys, Sean Cardoza, but he's going to kick it back out to Charlie Ryan. Charlie Ryan back to Cardoza. Cardoza back out to Maroney, and that's going to be a travel. Connor Maroney thought about the three-pointer, decided to go inside instead, and in turn traveled with the ball. Took too many steps here, and now Milford has a chance to try to get into this three-point deficit. Kelly to Torres, Torres back to Anderson, Anderson to Tamani in the corner. Tamani looking for Davila. Davila doesn't get it, and back comes Oliver Ames.
Tamani's got to be careful here. I think he's got 4 defensively fouls.
Carter Evan up top against Kelly. He's going to take it to the hoop here. He goes for the left-hand layup, misses it. Kelly with the rebound. And here comes the Scarlet Hawks. No good. A rare missed layup.
It was tough. He went in with the right hand from the left side, so the spin was coming off the rim, which is why that ball did not drop.
Charlie Ryan back to Evan. Evan to Cardoza. Cardoza out to Nick Welch. Nick Welch going to take it, and he's going to get the friendly bounce. That's going to be a two-pointer. He was inside the three-point arc.
Great job by Welch to get the open shot.
But the Tigers have now opened up a 5-point lead, their biggest lead of the night.
The jungle needs to get loud here tonight if they're going to tame the Tigers.
How long have you been waiting to say that one? Another turnover by Milford. Here comes Maroney. Maroney with the spin move, and he gets it deflected by Torres. Torres gets the ball back. And Milford desperately needs a shot here. Torres out to Tamani. Tamani drive to the hoop for the layup, and he gets it.
Tamani with the strong take to the lane. That's what they missed in the third quarter. He really needs to take over this game. Him and Anderson got to get together.
Here comes Evan. Evan driving to the hoop. He's blocked. But Cardoza gets it back for Oliver Ames. He's going to get in the corner. Back to Maroney. Maroney fakes the three, goes to the left, takes it to the hoop, and he's going to be fouled and have 2 at the line. Oliver Ames continues to make a living at the free throw line.
They've been more aggressive in the second half and getting the ball inside, getting those free throw attempts. But I do like what the Hawks have done here by putting Kelly on Carter Evan here in the fourth quarter. Probably should have gone that a little bit tighter sooner, but it's never too late, only down 3.
Coach Seaver going to make a handful of substitutions here.
See if the line change.
Let's see if I can get them all here. Nate Davila is going to check out. Caden Kelly. And Torres. Rebound,
Careful,
Evan.
nice job, Tamani.
Tamani makes a steal, but he loses it. He gets it back. Up comes Tamani. Ends up in Anderson's hand. Anderson in the corner. Off the mark for Arcudi.
I would have liked to see Anderson just drive to the lane there. Nobody was between him and the hoop once he got by his defender.
And a timeout's called for Oliver Ames as both teams will regroup here with 4:26 left to go. Oliver Ames with a 3-point lead. They lead Milford 41-38.
We might see some overtime basketball tonight. I don't know if you got any place to be, but
well, that's going to be if Milford can respond here on the offense here, because it seems like they're struggling.
I think they're going to get back and tie this thing up. They've lost the edge. They had the edge for a little bit at the end of the first quarter into the second quarter, and then it seems like Oliver Ames came out of the second half guns blazing.
Milford has to try to not foul Oliver Ames when they drive into the hoop, because they've been making a living at the free throw line, and I think that's been the biggest difference throughout the second half, and a big reason why Oliver Ames is up.
It seems like there's been some ticky-tack calls. I mean, I know driving could get you to the hoop, but at some point I'd like to see him play a little bit more.
Let them play, right? Yeah. Hopefully that will be the case in this final stretch here of the fourth quarter. 4:26 left, so time isn't necessarily a factor for Milford, as they're gonna have to just try to find an offensive rhythm in this fourth quarter. Charlie Ryan to Nick Welsh. They're passing back and forth here. Out to Evan. It's going to go back to, oh boy, back to Nick Welsh. Nick Welsh, he made a big three earlier, makes another one.
Milford went zone there for the first time tonight, and they got burned.
And now the lead is up to 6. Anderson looks to drive. He's cut off by his defender, Evan. They're going to go to the right-hand side. Missed layup for Milford. And here comes Oliver Ames, and that one is certainly a foul.
Keep your arms straight up. Didn't need to reach for the ball there. He didn't have a good shot.
Nick Welsh going to get to the free throw line here, and interesting pair of substitutions here as Caden Kelly.
Is he trying to go offense,
Nate
defense?
Davila and Dimitri Torres are going to check in. I would say a little bit of both. I think that Caden Kelly is one of their better inside defenders. So
well, it looks like he took Kelly out, and they wanted to go to a 2-3 zone, but the first time they go to a 2-3 zone, they get burned by a three-pointer.
They get burned by a three-pointer. So it looks like he's going, Coach Seaver changing his mind here, and will look to not only defend, but get some offense from his guard, Dimitri Torres. There comes Tamani. Tamani uses the screen from Kelly, but he is covered on the pick and roll play. So here comes Tamani going to the hoop. He's going to give it out to the corner.
Everybody's standing
Torres.
still.
Torres was in the corner there. Thought about the three, but he was heavily defended by 2 Oliver Ames players.
Looks like it's still going to be Milford basketball.
And by Tamani's reaction, it looks like the foul is going to be called on him. Another foul for Zach Tamani.
That must be his 4th. I thought he had 4 already.
He's itching closer and closer to getting fouled out of this game. Maroney gets to the trap.
Timeout by Ames.
Coach Byron is going to call a timeout for Oliver Ames, as both teams will regroup here for the final 3 minutes and 27 seconds. Oliver Ames with an 8-point lead, 46-38 in this fourth quarter. And I got to say, to see another foul call on Tamani is tough, because he's also a very gritty defender. But when you're in foul trouble this late in the game, it's tough to keep that intensity on the defensive end when you're afraid to get fouled out and be checked out for the night.
I don't think we were on the air at the half. What did I tell you about the 50-point mark tonight? I believe I said to you the first team to get to 50 was going to win this game.
You did say that. That's right.
Right now, it doesn't look like Milford has that chance. That three-pointer was just really a dagger. Right now, they're going to have to knuckle down on defense and force some turnovers.
Milford is in danger of going down by double digits here with 3:27 left. And a few minutes ago, I said that the clock isn't necessarily a factor. I would say now it is. 3:27. Milford's also in foul trouble as they committed 10 fouls in the second half. So any foul called against Milford will put Oliver Ames at the free throw line. Carter Evan out to Kelly. Kelly to Cardozo. Cardozo looking to go inside here, but instead he goes back out to Nick Welsh. Nick Welsh back to Evan, who's been a thorn in the Milford side, misses the open shot, but the offensive putback from Kelly is no good. Rebound is not going to go to Milford as the ball was deflected out of bounds, and now Oliver Ames has a second chance here with 28 seconds
Milford
on the shot clock.
Really struggling to get rebounds right now. I think they just reversed the out-of-bounds call.
So the reverse call is going to work in Milford's favor as they really, really desperately need to score here. This is a big, big possession. Torres out to Kelly. Kelly to Anderson. Anderson back to Torres. Torres going to look to drive here. No, instead he gives it back to Anderson. Anderson thinking about the three. He's going to get it out to Kelly. Kelly in the corner.
Too much perimeter ball movement here. Got to drive. Got to drive.
Only has 6 seconds here. They're going to get out to the corner. Tamon's going to have to shoot that. He misses it. And rebound is closed in by Oliver Ames, and back they come.
That was a costly possession. Took a lot of time off the clock, and you didn't come away with any points.
Nick Welsh to Kelly. Kelly to Cardozo. Back to Kelly. And he's going to go to the free throw line here. Guess the first one.
Down 9 with one more free throw to go here. Double-digit deficit with just over 2 minutes to go. Could be tough.
Guess the second. Oliver Ames grabs their first double-digit lead of the night. 48-38 here with 2:13 left. As they've come out.
Tamani's just got to run here. He's got to take it straight to the hoop.
Oliver Ames has really come out strong here in the second half. It's been the story of the night. Anderson back out to Tamani. Tamani. Drive. He's going to be fouled here. Nate Davila taking it right to the hoop. And Sean Cardozo does not agree with the call. But either way,
that's
two free throws up for Nate Davila.
It's a call that goes in Milford's favor. And just the way the refs have been calling this game here tonight, they should have done that 15 seconds ago.
First one is good. Tim Kelly going to check back in here for Oliver Ames. As Charlie Ryan is going to have a seat at the bench, but not too far down the bench, as he's going to sit right by the scores table, so we may see him back again into this game.
Milford's trying to run the perfect play in offense, and it's taking too much time, especially with what's remaining. When they get the ball back, just get to the rack.
Davila's second free throw goes in and out as Oliver Ames grabs the rebound, and they're going to take their time here.
Double trap. You got to force turnover here. Got him in the corner. Lock him in.
Welsh out to the corner to Evan. Evan out to Kelly. Kelly fakes the three, goes inside, and he's going to miss the layup, but grabs the offensive board as Oliver Ames going to get another possession here. But they are not going to hold on to it. They give it back out to the guy of the night. Who else? Carter Evan with the big, big shot. And that may have been the dagger. You talk about the 50-point mark. That's going to make 51 points for Oliver Ames.
Oh, there it is.
And
Tamani with the turnover.
Steele's going to add to it, but he's blocked. Blocked by Tamani.
Tee him up.
And Tamani was pushed.
Oh, he threw him an elbow.
But they're going to call.
No, they called. Oliver Ames likes the fact that he did that. He threw him an elbow. That should be a flagrant.
Tamani gets tossed an elbow. Tamani reacts, but that is what the official saw. He saw Tamani's reaction.
No, I think the tee should be on. Yeah. Tee him up again. That's 2 technicals.
And Nick Welsh.
Oliver Ames losing their cool here.
Techs all around in this one.
So I think there's going to be a technical for the elbow after the block shot by Tamani. There's a flagrant on that. Then there's a technical for arguing with the official. I think you might see 4 free throws here for Milford. And is Welch ejected?
Well, if he got 2, he should be.
I believe the elbow was not thrown by Welch, though. But Welch was taunting the Milford crowd. The ref told him to cut it off, and he said something back to the ref, which got an immediate technical. Should be getting some shots out of this, I think.
Referees are at the scores table trying to figure everything out, what's going to happen next here. Oliver Ames coach Don Byron was very upset too. I was convinced he was going to get a technical foul as well.
I don't know if you saw, but after the flagrant, the elbow, Oliver Ames' bench was up high-fiving each other.
You got a flagrant on that block?
Not on the block. After the block, there was an elbow to the chest on Tamani to shove him away from the ball.
Right.
That's where the first technical came from. And then after that, the Oliver Ames bench was so excited by that technical because they liked that foul by their own member. They came over here and they were waving their arms at the jungle. And somehow it looks like Milford's not going to come away with free throws here.
This got to be the tech against Tamani.
I disagree with that.
Gets the first one. There he gets 2.
Wow,
so he's going to get 2 more.
The technicals we saw, were they both against Milford?
So Tim Kelly's going to get all 4 free throws here and put Oliver Ames up to 55.
So now it's Milford.
So now Torres will
gets to shoot 2
free throws here. And Torres makes the first. And he gets a second. So it looked like 2 technical fouls called against
Milford,
and one against Oliver Ames.
Milford gets the ball.
So I'm assuming the 1 technical foul that was issued out against Oliver Ames was for the elbow that was against Tamani, or for the taunting. Either one, take your pick.
I don't know if a ref ever saw the elbow, to be honest with you. I think what the technical on
was for how Tamani reacted. You're right. That was what the technical was for. So the technical foul that Torres shot had to be for him taunting the crowd after the crowd was fired up from the technical fouls. And that was on Nick Welsh. And Nick Welsh is going to check back into this game.
That's
Don Byron checking Nick Welsh into a game that's essentially in the hands of Oliver Ames. And this is the guy who was just issued technical fouls. We were just in the midst of the scuffle that just took place.
Stick around. Things could still be interesting here with a minute to go.
Interesting call from their coach, Oliver Ames' coach, excuse me, Don Byron. Torres misses the free throw. Maroney to Tim Kelly, and they're just going to drain the clock here. Tim Kelly driving. Back to Maroney. Maroney. Back to Nick Welsh. Nick Welsh. Into Cardoza. Cardoza out to Kelly. And Kelly going to go to the hoop this time. Misses the layup. And we have another foul called on the rebound.
They just don't seem to have a match for Carter Evan here in the second half. And that rebound was just because nobody was boxing him out.
Carter Evan grabs the rebound when he slapped on the wrist while going up for it. So he's going to get 2. Misses the first. Charlie Ryan checking in for Tim Kelly. Evan misses it. Layup is good for Davila. And with 18 seconds left here, that should probably do it here at Milford High School. Because Oliver Ames will probably milk the clock here, but there's a turnover. Carter Evan couldn't handle the pass from Charlie Ryan. Is going to give Milford one more possession here with 10 seconds left.
Carter Evan did enough in the second half. It's too bad he couldn't get a few of those turnovers earlier.
Anderson's going to jack up a 3. 3 is off the mark, and that's going to do it. Oliver Ames with a strong second half. Came out of the gate from halftime. They were down and outscored Milford here in this second half. But unfortunately, the Milford Scarlet Hawks are going to drop their 5th consecutive loss. They're now 2-6. Oliver Ames will improve to 3-6. So with that, we will conclude our night. For our crew, Joey Marcello, Malcolm Zale, our director, Rob O'Keefe, and my color commentator here, Carl Wilhelm. Did I get that right?
That's right.
Our first time doing play-by-play here for Milford High School, guys. And that is going to do it as the Milford Scarlet Hawks drop a loss here to Oliver Ames. And this has been a Milford TV production.